forget the fact that I have a degree in media studies. Don't let me touch anything. And also, don't look at my bangs. They're all messed up. Now I can see myself in the... That's my problem with having this. I'm an iPad kid, so I sit here and I look at the screen like, what?
Anyway. So, we're playing what today, Melanie?
A Mario Kart based. Sorry.
So, we thought this would be a fun one just because of the fact that, like, I don't drive.
Watching Elliot
and
be
Mallory's
serious
the
simulator.
arguably most aggressive driver in our entire family.
Yeah, Evie's not, Evie doesn't drive. So, anyways.
You should get a story for that.
It has to come upon naturally.
You told me to literally lead with that, so I did force
I wasn't
it.
ready. Can you start again?
No.
Can I get a sip first? I have food in my mouth.
I'm literally have a cold right now. I'm pushing through the sore throat, and you have to be like,
Dang,
oh,
that's crazy for you.
I have to have a moment to have the perfect, coexistence of water in my my throat.
Yes, correct. I'm glad that you understand where I'm coming from.
Are you going to talk about why you're a very aggressive driver?
No. That's the story. Now we're doing Mario Kart to prove why... What did Elliot put down? Why women can drive or why women cannot drive?
Why they can.
Which hill are you standing on, Malin?
Why
you two,
women... Yes,
you two are
drive.
proof that they can't, so...
What the heck?
Got him.
The fact that you don't have a solid stance one way or the other is more telling than anything.
That's crazy. Well, because I personally, the way I drive could be an argument towards either side. I
know. Yeah.
So I was thinking, no, my story is when I was driving home, I know when you said, like, I'm an aggressive driver, I was like, no, I'm not. Then I was thinking, like, oh, yeah, I was getting angry driving home because somebody was going the speed limit exactly. It's like, oh, my God, you're driving so slow. You're doing 46 and a 45. Stop dragging on the road. We're, like, in a school zone.
Yeah. I like how I always have to tell you, Malin, you know the speed limit is 45 and you're going 70 right now, right?
To be fair, North Carolina, a 45 is a 55. A 55 is
a 70. 45.
No. Whatever the speed limit is, add 10.
No, it's not.
You don't drive, so you can't.
No, I just have to sit in the passenger seat and brace. And hope that you use your brakes in time.
And you've got great abs for that. You're welcome.
I know. That's why when anyone else slams me to the dash, I'm like, it's okay. That's what Malin does at every stoplight.
Not every stoplight. It's also a stop sign. I do it at more than one. No, I was driving home and it's like crazy because these people are so slow.
They're actually following the law and doing the speed limit.
On a one-lane road. Oh my God, don't get me started. Driving me freaking... Sorry, I don't know why I was like...
Where are you driving, Malin?
Where are these cars coming from?
They're driving you, freaking whatever.
And I wish I had Patrick here to show you guys, like, how... he beats me at... He's got a Wii U, so you still gotta use the motion control thing. I'm not good at motion control Wii U. Mario Kart. Let's freaking go! I'm excited for it. Evie, are you gonna do one on your own to show us how we can kart Marios?
Oh, do you want me to do that first?
I don't know. Is there, like... I don't actually play Mario Kart. Is there, like, a campaign mode?
Probably.
Yeah, it's Grand Prix.
Grand Prix?
Do you have to do all four of the races in a row?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't want you not...
Do we, like, unlock stuff?
Let's just go...
It should have everything unlocked.
Let's just run out in the, multiplayer and just see what happens.
Okay. Get murdered instantly. I've been... Oh, it's my thing telling me I didn't refill my...
That's Malin driving. Crazy fast.
That's definitely not fast enough. I have to
Braking is crucial.
Oh, it's just crazy. Okay, I was like...
That's you driving in a normal car.
I thought you were about Mario. I was like, he's not nearly angry enough to be mean.
No, as in braking is the only reason we haven't died.
It's so true. Today I had to ride with the windows open and the music really loud, otherwise I was just getting so angry at people.
Let's start with the lower speed one.
I needed to give myself sensory overload.
So do we need two things of these, Elliot?
No,
do we need it? Okay.
You can do them with individuals.
I'm waiting till our...
You just press the rail bumpers.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if, like, we should use... It was easier... Don't hit the... Stop hitting the mic!
Well, you only need accelerate an item.
I don't want this one.
/ drift.
Can I have the green one, please? Thanks.
You're so picky.
Yeah. I teach kids all day because I am an annoying kid. Wow, look at all these characters. Legend of Zelda!
Yeah,
look at his knees!
Zelda. Check out Zelda.
Elliot, that's you sitting in a car.
What?
Zelda Link is you driving on my driving settings.
Yeah.
My driving settings are villager.
Are there
and
any
then
actual
your-
differences here, or just, you know?
Not with the characters.
They just look cool. Funky Kong, let's go. That's me.
That's literally the one.
Do you
that
have to buy these?
Yes.
The ones with the things on them?
Those are the DLC guys.
So do you already have them, or do I need
No.
to buy them? Boo.
So
How did you get Link?
That came with the game.
That's crazy. Ooh, Pink Gold Peach is really ugly. I'm not gonna lie. And
Regular Peach is ugly.
Regular Peach is. I don't like Pink Gold on her because it looks weird. I want to be
It is-
Cat Peach. Meow meow. Something about her face.
I like that King Boo is just like he's choosing to play by the
Yo,
rules.
I
He
gotta
could just
freaking-
fly the entire race.
Let's King Boo it up, baby. Yeah, he's not attached to his car at all. Did the back of your teeth ever feel weird? I'm at that point right now where the back of my bottom teeth are like driving me
Is there any
nuts.
difference
Do
between
you
these
brush
cars?
them?
I brushed them like almost too much. Look, I can be a big shoe.
Yeah, is there any
A
difference between these
sneaker.
things? Like,
The back of my
Should we
teeth feel weird on the bottom. That's because they're
Yeah.
crowded.
Oh, mine don't. Why don't you look? Wow, this is cool. Look at this one. I want
That's-
like an edgelord machine.
that's the Legend of Zelda one.
Yeah, it's cool. I need to wear my retainer again, to be fair, but like, wow, look at my little.
I think you should do it with
horse.
tiny wheels because that'd be funnier.
No, I gotta get these cool wheels.
The wheels you use affect your handling.
So you're probably going to tip over really easily if you're on a motorbike.
I think it tells you if you press minus or plus.
Well, we not both.
No,
of us.
I want to go fast.
Those are your stats.
Actually, even funnily enough, these got hella traction.
So speed is your top speed. Acceleration
heavy.
is how fast
Why
you
am I so
reach that
heavy?
speed.
I
Weight
know.
Right, 'cause
is
you have
how
a-
heavy you handle on turns, and handling is how well you turn, including traction.
This is a lot of work. I feel like I should just like raw dog most of this.
Should we just do the standard one then?
You want to start? Yeah, we
Choose
should.
whatever you want.
We should start standards so then we could get like a vibe.
So we
of
can
how
determine
good or
if it's
bad
us
we are.
sucking or us not building the right cart.
Yeah. Okay. So start with standard.
Okay.
Hogwarts.
We should look through all of them, but I think we should do this one just because there's Boo right there.
That's fine. Do it. Let's freaking go.
Cool. So we have no idea what the controls are. Neither of us are good at driving.
I'm great at driving. Thank you very much.
Neither of us have
As
the
your
opinion
personal
of other people.
chauffeur, I think I'm wonderful at driving.
As your personal passenger, I can say that you definitely make me fear for my life at times.
You fear for your life all the time.
I should hope so, yes.
I don't.
Is there like some sort of thing we need to press here?
A.
Yeah, take a wild guess what button makes you go forwards.
How do you go fast?
How do you go fast?
So if you hold down
What button do I
R
press?
while taking turns,
Oh,
you'll
I can-
drift.
Let's
And-
go. Ah,
You get different levels of speed as you drift.
I just slowed myself.
Wait, how do you
I
drift?
How do I make my thing?
Hold down R.
How
while
do I
going
throw
on a
the
turn.
shell?
Okay.
I'm holding a shell. How do I throw it?
Press L.
The buttons are so tiny on my giant hands.
You're the one who decided to use only one controller.
If you hold down R and hold drift, you'll get different color flames. And if you get to the blue flames, you get a super boost.
I can't reach the little. I can't.
I think
reach
I just
the
hit
little...
Malin with something.
Probably.
Someone just hit me with something. Oh, screw you.
Go
I hit by the
faster,
other
King
skeleton
Boo.
guy.
Go faster! I got a coin. Drift, Boo.
I got a piranha plant. That's cool.
Whee!
Okay, that guy hit me with another shell. That's just rude.
Kind of rocking it, honestly. I just keep getting coins. Is that like a King Boo thing, or is that just a me bad luck thing?
When you, there's a little coin counter at the bottom. When you're
Yeah.
at 10 coins, you have maximum speed.
Oh, let's go. How many
Oh,
coins do I have right now?
so I'm
It's
supposed to be
blocked by
hitting
the
the
actual
coins?
switch.
Yeah, that's why if you get hit by a shell,
Stop
you lose
hitting me.
coins and you go slower.
The guy behind me will not stop hitting me.
Whee!
I'm not even really competing against Malin. It's just me and the guy behind me, whoever that is.
No, come on, King Boo, you got it.
Malin, you're pretty much
Boo.
ahead of this right now.
I don't know. I can't see behind me, so I don't know how close people are to me, and it's kind of stressing me out.
That's okay. I know the guy behind me because he keeps
Yeah.
hitting me.
Oh, I got a coin. Drift, King Boo. When is the best time to use drifting? Oops.
Around every corner.
Oh. I'm not a pro Mario Karter.
And then release.
Oh my god, they made me tiny.
And then you get a boost.
I'm just a little baby. I'm drifting. Oh, I got orange. Whee! I'm just a little guy. Why do I get so many coins? Is that like a specialty of this character?
I don't know.
Coins are the most common draw, I think.
Okay, good.
What you draw from the
I've
item
gone it,
box
like,
is
almost
dependent
all the
on your place in the race.
Oh.
So if you're higher up, you get less.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'm about to get. How is there any way to avoid getting hit by like shells and stuff? Or do
Probably
you
another
Holding a shell
item.
behind you, or a banana.
How do you?
So you
throw...
can hold items behind you.
How do I do that?
I forgot.
You're supposed to know these
But you
things.
can.
He knows it exists. That's more than we got.
They
It's like
shot
L
me when I
plus
was in
B or
the
something.
air.
Or it might just
L
be
plus
B.
P. No P button.
I said B.
Oh.
B is in boy, you suck at driving.
B is in your. What the heck? B is in boy. That hurt my feelings. The stream title. Danny said he likes your stream title.
B is in. Wow.
Okay, so this
B
is
is in.
this
The
is
sound.
hurt. This is already hurting my fingers. We should have put the backs
Can
on
we
these.
have big?
Womp womp.
Can we have big girl controllers? Or do we have to play on the baby ones for the gag?
You can use.
I'm curious what the
Any
highlight reels
controller.
shows.
Big girl controllers,
And
please.
this is us playing
You,
right now.
you
I wanna know
own
what the highlight reel was.
controllers. Use your controllers.
Why is it upside down?
I don't know. We went upside down at some point.
Gravity. Are you watching the replay?
I'm just curious what it highlighted.
It's us driving upside down.
Why
Why is that a highlight? Me getting hit?
Because you were tiny. It's just one noise.
Wait, you got first place?
Oh, I could play as baby Luigi?
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't look. Once I see a Boo, I'm like, whoosh, I love Boo.
I had to
My
tell you it was there
boobs.
first before you even did anything with it.
My skin feels dry. Is that Princess Peach Statue of Liberty? So is like all of America's events canon in this universe then? Like slavery?
Yeah,
And 9/11.
definitely.
That's so interesting. Well, I don't think the Statue of Liberty... How do you get the little... I want the little boosty you had. How did I do that?
I don't even know how I did that.
You
I
gotta
just-
time it.
Aha. Oops. I didn't know where to go, so I just jumped off. Oopsies.
That's great, Mallory. I love that.
There's like a wall up there. Oh, I should be drifting too. You're so ready. You may freaking shell.
Really? You're so great. Here, eat my shell.
I'm drifting the wrong direction. Can you like switch? Do I have to like... Whee! Hey, please let me win. Please.
You clearly won the first one.
Please. Can I win? Evie, please.
You're doing fine.
I really want to be first. Can I please win? Evie, come on, please. Can I like left turn here? Whee! Mario Kart. Now I can finally be one of the cool kids once I learn how to play Mario Kart.
We're never one of the cool kids.
Maybe not you, but I'm one of the cool kids.
Yeah, the fact that you can't say that without laughing really just proves our
I'm
point.
laughing at your 1 second, I have to think, I can't think of drive. I'm laughing at your misfortune, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, sure. Very believable. Very believable.
We're tiny. Whee! Oh, how do I make that do not? How do I
Not do that.
not fall?
Stop running into me.
I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. How do I get a boo? I am a boo. What does that mean?
I don't know. You turn.
I got booed by my own kind.
You just called in one of your followers.
Probably. Whee! Whee! Wahoo!
Oh, blue shells come for you.
How do I avoid that?
You
No,
don't.
No.
You know that. Didn't you see the Mario movie?
No, I didn't watch the movie because I thought it looked dumb.
We all watched it together. You were
I
in the
did
room.
not. No, I was in the room for the very end, and then I was like, "Oh, this looks like Wreck-It Ralph," but like with less references.
I will say that the callback they had to the blue shell was very clever.
How did they call it back? I didn't watch. I really am being fairly didn't
So
watch
there's a point where they're all like, they got Donkey Kong and everyone else, and they're all like doing the Mario Kart race thingy, and they got all these warships and battle things, and so they're fighting this one guy who's like a paratrooper, and he's like, oh, I'm just all hot stuff and stuff like that, and so they managed to destroy his thing through like essentially dumb luck, and he's like, you think I'm going down that easy? And then he shows that you turn around, you realize his shell's blue, and you're like, oh, he's gonna hit him with the blue shell, because then he goes inside his shell, and then he becomes the blue shell.
Hey, that's actually kind of smart.
I was like, actually, kind of smart there.
Yeah, that's actually funny.
That that's the one thing that even if you're in the lead, you're like screwed by. I'm like, that's actually very clever.
Whee!
Again, the fact that you're let me win, I'm like, Madeline, you've been in first like both times.
Not when I get hit by this blue shell.
Well, not much to be done about that.
He keeps blue shelling me.
Not me. I'm
Is
definitely
there a
not
way
getting
we
a
can
blue
make
shell.
the CPUs like good?
No, they're very good. They keep hitting us with stuff.
I know, but I feel like they're all close, and we should be like better than them by like not that much. Oh! I wish I understood Mario Kart. I don't get
what? I mean, I don't know how much there is there.
Slow-mo.
Yeah, I was curious if they're going to show the thing of you getting hit by shells.
They slow-mo'd you getting hit by a shell, and then me laughing at you like, "Hee, loser." Do you like how my little like crown becomes my eyeballs on my cart? I like my symbol.
Okay, now
The highlights are just me beating you up. And then winning. I like these highlights.
Again,
It's just your failures and my successes.
and you actually had the audacity to go and say, "Hey, let me win." I'm like,
Please,
as
please,
if you
please,
need help.
Please, please, please.
As if you need help doing that.
Please, let me win. It's because you let me win. This one looks a little confusing. We should do 4 races?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard.
I told you that twice.
This game is so hard. Well, once we get our racing...
No, we're probably going to be just as bad as the
Beat
five races.
I blew up. See, that's why I don't know. Did you, like, release your thing before you started?
Yeah,
How
like
did
right
you
before,
go fast?
Like right before the one.
Well, then why didn't you tell me that's how you did it?
Because you've been beating me consistently in these races.
That's because I have swag, Evie.
So I'm not giving you a leg up.
Swag on your side. You'd be fine.
Some of us don't have natural swag, so,
And you know what that sounds like? Skill issue.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going to say if I figure out anything this race, I'm not telling you.
I thought we were on the same team. Dang, we're going underwater? Who wants a banana? What if I slipped on my own banana?
That would be funny.
I would be the kind of person that would do that.
I wonder if that's even an option.
Probably. I don't see why it wouldn't be. These little
I don't see how we're in the Boo's
I'm
Mansion
on
and
the
I'm
wall!
and I'm like underwater.
You know what this looks like? This is like, this is like a Sonic level. That's what it reminds me of. Like just a random underwater section for no reason.
Yeah.
This is Boomerang.
I think most games do that though,
Where?
random underwater section for no reason.
Hey, underwater levels are always the worst. Let's be real.
Yeah, they are.
Because
even in games where you're meant to be underwater.
Because the music is always the same, yo.
Well, also there's no way to really make them go fast.
Unless you're like you hit the A button to swim faster, and you're like,
well, especially in
pounding
like
the
a Sonic
freaking A
game
button.
where you're like, hey, this game I'm playing for speed itself. Let me be underwater where I don't have my breath for very long.
That's so
and,
funny because you were talking about that one Sonic game that has Sonic Unleashed, where you're like, the speed stages are the best the game's ever had, and then the nighttime stages, they make you go really slow and fight with your hands. They just make you freaking beat people up. And you're like, yay, I love this game where I get to go fast and then also be a furry. And then
You're
also
always
have
a
fun.
furry.
I know, but he becomes like a fursona of Sonic. And you're like, how do you do that? You're already like a sentient hedgehog. You know, how are you becoming extra cringe? And then he's like, watch this. I've got that dog in me. Awoo! And then he becomes a werehog. You ever heard of a werehog before?
The entire sentence definitely made sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's the vibe of the game. They said, "Watch."
It
me
actually has a
become
very
Lord."
interesting story because it's probably one of the few like Sonic stories that does a good job of bridging the gap between having silly moments but also being very serious when it needs to.
Stop hitting me with this.
Yeah, I don't know who in the back is doing that, but you know, someone keeps turning us
Someone saying
tiny.
anything. Well, in that game, Chip, your little side character, is
Yeah.
so freaking annoying.
But that's the
I
thing.
love corn dogs. No, what
He
is
is,
he like?
he is in the
love chili
beginning,
dogs.
but then when you kind of like learn more about
Doesn't
him,
he die at the end?
well, but
Spoilers.
he's actually the light counterpart to the big boss of the game. He's light Gaia to dark Gaia, and they're supposed to.
Chip is? Why didn't they
Yeah.
design him cooler?
No, but that's the
He
thing.
looks like he works at Dairy Queen.
That's the thing, though, is that they've been doing this whole like light versus dark battle for like all of time, and like they
I
just
just
got
noticed
woken up early by Eggman, so that their like battle
Shout out
didn't
to
go
my
the way it was
boy,
supposed
Doctor. Yes, so it turns out you can trip on your own banana.
to. Did you just do that?
Just tested it. Tested the theory. Turns out you can.
Turns out you can.
So
I was closer to you that time. I'll take that.
what
as
was I going to
victory.
say? Oh, Dr. Robotnik.
So he splits their Earth apart because he wants Dark Guy's power, and then turns out he didn't read the thing correctly. He's like, oh, I woke him up too early, so he immediately dispersed into dark energy across the entire globe, and I just split apart the planet for nothing.
So why? Hey, why'd you do that? So the point of that game is he's trying to be.
He wanted Dark Guy's power, didn't realize that Dark Guy and Light Guy are... You know how Yveltal and Xerneas work, where like every so often, you know, they wake up, they battle each other, then they fall asleep again, and they
This
restore
is
the
like-
world's like...
We're playing Snow White, Mario Snow White. Disney should sue them. Should sue them.
Yeah, because,
Yeah.
you know, Disney versus Nintendo would be a very interesting
That would be
legal battle.
Disney versus Nintendo. Who do you think would win? Disney versus Nintendo. Real thoughts.
I think it
If
has to
they
be Disney.
sued each other, who would win?
I think it'd be Disney.
Disney?
Disney has way more nostalgia factor than Nintendo
I was
does,
gonna
let's be
say
honest.
Disney's got more of the American audience, and America is nothing except.
Although
for
both of them are definitely
Keeping
annoying people
town.
right now, I think in terms of presently, Nintendo has less people angry at them than Disney does currently.
Yeah, after that freaking movie.
Yeah.
Who's
that's-
here seen Wish? Evie was watching a video on Wish yesterday, the 100th anniversary movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, so
Like, wow,
interesting.
how could you have messed that? I was talking to people and be like, that is the Sonic 06 of Disney.
Well, I was
So much
watching it
potential,
too,
and you
I
botched it every way possible.
I feel like in the promo, the main character looked more black, so I thought she was supposed to be black, and then I was watching Evie showing me like scenes from it, and I was like, they took Rapunzel from Tangled, and then they just put braids
Okay,
on her. I was
why
like,
do you always do that
she
to
has
me?
no like
Stop hitting me
actual
with the red shells.
African features. That's why I was like, interesting choice on their regard. Oh, I should have thrown my shell later. Oh well. I was like, that was an interesting choice to be like, here's our protagonist, but then she's just like, she didn't have like, you know, in Encanto or Moana or in Lilo and Stitch, like they give their characters like the facial features of whatever ethnicity they are, like a wider nose, like a wider.
Yeah, honestly,
Brow
Lilo and Stitch I
ridge.
still think did that the best out of any sort of animated thing.
Who did?
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Because that what was it, Chris Sanders, I think, was the main artist on that one, and he literally had a guide for them, because at that point they had mostly, like, you know, Disney princesses under their belt. And he literally gave them a guide on, like, hey, these are how you do proportions of this character.
Dang girl, get blue shelled.
It got me in the air, too.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So he literally is like, thicker, yes, thinner, no. We're not making Disney princesses here. These are real, like, you know, people that have weight and, like, pudginess and stuff like that, and, like, they also swim a lot, so they probably have, you know, like, these proportions, and, you know, like, I like that he had very distinctive style,
Yeah.
and, like, that's why that movie looks so unique. And also, slight divergent here, does anyone think the live-action Lilo and Stitch has any chance of being good? Because I have no hope whatsoever. I don't even
I didn't
need
know
to see
they
a
were
trailer.
making it.
Yeah, they insist they are, despite how many problems that it's already been going through.
I think they should stop.
And the fact that, like, the whole
same
remake
movies.
thing is definitely not working.
Well, I was like, why don't we make some new ones? Why don't we remaster
Well,
old
they
ones?
did make new ones. They had Strange World and Wish, and those obviously went so well.
Was Strange World a good movie and just
No.
advertised bad, or is it a bad movie?
It's just a bad movie.
Have you seen it?
Have you seen any of the trailers and
No.
had any clue what the heck's
Let
going
me
on?
start you off with this. I never watch trailers for anything, so don't ask me that. Because
Like, I did watch
nowadays,
Element.
especially when you're watching trailers, I feel like you can spoil a whole movie
I think
for
that.
yourself.
Oh, I was gonna say the blue shell's coming for you, but
Don't worry, it already hit me. Nope, double shelled.
but
Hey, y'all ever get double shelled before?
but the just like Strange World is one of those things that you like watch the trailer and you're like, I don't even know what the heck's going on here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even look at interesting. Like there's sometimes you see a trailer and you're like, okay, I just don't understand it, or they're just hiding parts of it. This one was like, I don't even know what's going on. And the world's definitely not giving me any ideas here.
Man.
But no, Wish annoys me, and like let's not ignore everything else, but like like in terms of like design stuff like that and animation and everything. Wish annoys me just because the fact that you go and be like, wow, literally none of you have any at all character traits nor growth throughout the course of the movie, including your hero, who literally half the reasons they said they deleted a lot of the really cool concepts and like deleted scenes and removed songs. Like, we want her to be a strong hero. I'm like, she does nothing the entire movie. She doesn't even grow. She has no flaws she has to overcome. I hate when they do that with a protagonist.
What bothered me with her animation is she's got Disney face, is what I like to call it. Frozen face.
Yeah, Frozen
Well, she
face.
looks like the animated models from Frozen. However, Frozen came out in like 2015 or 2016 or the 20 teens, and it's been a significant amount of time since then. So you think they would, after they did stuff like they've got, yeah, they've got like a model obviously, but like when you look at a more recent one they did like Encanto, where they have that same style of the exaggerated features, but they don't look exactly like they did from Frozen or Tangled, like older animation movies. And that's what bothered me. I was like, she looks lazy because she looks like an OC somebody made from those movies, not like a mainline thing. I was like, they didn't give her any versus other ones where I feel like they gave a little bit more variation in the face. And I know I'm just jaded because personally I'm tired of seeing that animation style because everything's animated in that facial style, and I'm just really tired of it. Like,
so you're gonna be Baby Luigi now?
Maybe, I don't know. I just want them to do something something a little different because like I'm just over that animation stuff for me personally.
Who isn't tired of the whole?
I mean, it's not like I'm watching a ton of movies as it is. I'm not a big
with the
movie
exception
gal.
of Mirabelle, who I do really like from Encanto. Get down.
What
Get
are you
down.
doing, Coochie
Get
Brain?
down. Go back. Go.
Hop down.
Go be back on the Freya camp.
Freya jumped down.
And like with the exception of like Encanto, who I think that she did a really good job of like being like relatably quirky. Like we had too many of these protagonists that are the quirky like Aqua girls, and like I'm not like other girls. Asha goes in and Asha goes into and talks about how like she's so quirky and weird,
Asha?
and that's just the protagonist from Wish. I'm so quirky and weird, and I do these weird things with my face. I'm just doing all these big, wild, spontaneous movements. What they say, which is they did that, they animated her that way because that's how her voice actor behaved. Which I'm not against that, but it's also like that's literally
not like other girls.
But no, that's literally the same thing they've done since Frozen, where you have Anna who's that way, Entangled and Rapunzel being that way. Mm-hmm. And what was the one after that?
That just drives me nuts because that Tumblr era of that is over.
Moana.
Yeah.
Moana, I'm so mixed on, because on one hand, I think she's cool.
Did you let her downstairs?
And on the other hand, I really don't like her because...
Well, they'll see her. She's whining.
On the other hand, I really don't like her because, like, she just feels like we're deliberately parodying these princesses. We got a new car option.
Use it.
The Duke.
Go in.
Apparently.
I see you. Go on. Go sit down.
What is this? Oh, I got a Nintendo.
I like that this is like a moped. I'm gonna go with the moped because I think it's funny.
A little moped.
I think it's funny. Like a little old guy. Because I am an old guy.
Now I'm riding on nothing. There's nothing here. Invisibike. The city tripper. Split boogie. The circuit special. The sneaker.
The sneaker.
The streetle. This one's cute.
I don't know what any of these things do either.
I'm gonna hit him with the streetle.
Streetle.
I want maximum acceleration. Look at my tiny wheels.
That'd be funny.
I don't need like a ton of.
I kind of like having these like monster tires on my moped. I think they look funny.
I want to be hella fast. Okay, I think this is as fast as I can go with as little traction as possible. Let's freaking go. Anyways, you were saying, Melody, I feel like we can't just sit here. I feel like I'm sitting here and I'm like...
No, we're doing our selection thing, so it's fine.
No, I'm like freaking... I'm iPad kidding. I'm like, ooh, the screen? And I'm not talking. I'm
No,
like, this is surely interesting
we were making a decision there, so that's fine. This one's got a dragon on it. That was fun.
But if you want to hear us talk about anything...
But no, so...
Elliot, do you have like 10 conversation starters you can just whip out at any moment?
Mentally, we're gonna literally just play the game, see a flower, and be like, "Hey, this reminds me of something."
If you had to run away to one
Walmart. One store.
one foreign embassy to evade the law,
Walmart.
where would you go? Foreign.
I don't know about the world.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the world.
It's a funnier way to say
Japanese
where would you travel.
Where would I travel if I could go somewhere?
Yeah.
Japan.
You already went.
But Japan's big on like saving the city. What? No, they're big on like laws.
Like laws.
So they would like turn me and they'd be like, anyways, loser.
They're big on like laws. So they
Speaking
turn
of
me in.
laws, anyways, I was reading unrelated. Just one person in there was a lawyer. So it's like, and I'm like, I was reading the plot summary of Jujutsu Kaisen because I don't want to read it, but I want to know what's going on because I see stuff everywhere. I'm like, why do people watch this show? It's like so depressing and everyone dies and
Why do
everything
people
is
watch
just,
Attack on Titan?
it's just trauma all the time. I watched the first season of Attack on Titan
But
because
that's literally the same.
well, it's another thing. I want to know the hype. I want to know why are we on this track that's like it's like the freaking
Yeah,
roly-poliest track in the world. Koopa is beating us. He's like, bye losers.
Yep.
Anyways,
Because
No,
we
I
went
watched
off
the
the
beginning
standard bikes, and now we have no idea how to control this.
no, really. I watched Attack on Titan the first season when it very first came out because I want to know what the hype was. And that's when I discovered that shonen anime are really not for me, personally.
No.
Like, it's just a lot. Sorry, I was looking at the dog crash into a wall.
I was waiting for her to jump on me, and just that caused me to.
But I was reading it, and the one guy's got like his.
I don't know.
First of
how
all,
I'm so
I
far
don't know
back.
what freaking domain expansion is. That's like their power. You know how every show has their little thing. Theirs is like domain expansion.
What does that have to do with anything?
Girl, who freaking knows? I did hear that their creator had to put out like multiple guides and like journals and like special edition things to explain the power system because nobody understands how it works. Like there has to be like guides for it, which I think is really funny. Because it's just so complex that nobody really truly gets it. But the one guy's domain expansion was like putting him in kind of like a Danganronpa setting where he was like locked in a trial. And then if he died, or not if he died, if he like lost the trial, he would die. That was interesting. But I mostly wanted to see it because I wanted to know why the main two characters...
You just want to know why you keep getting TikToks of it.
Yeah, well, I want to know why... Not the main two characters. I want to know why the two most popular guys I've always seen kissing all the time. And I'm like... But they're enemies? And what is the vibe? Because sometimes it's like...
To be fair, you can just have two hot guys and people will be like, I ship it.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it is. But theirs is like, the people are like, no, this is like, they're pretty much as canon as you can canonize. However, they also killed each other at some point. I'm like, huh?
Why do they always have to do that?
I don't know. So I was trying to
Just-
be like, what is... I was like,
can we-
I was thinking, this must be someone's AU. This must be somebody making this up. And I'm like, no, this is like, unfortunately, this is just what's happening in real life.
Can we also just break again from this topic for a
Ow,
moment?
my freaking little fingers on these tiny little
Can we
remotes
break from
made
this
for
topic and talk about
babies.
something we talked about like just yesterday?
No.
Can we not have any like happy couples in media?
No, let's freaking
Can
be
we?
real.
Why is it that the moment that like we were just because we were watching our sister watch Psych, good show, really, and so gosh, I'm sucking in this, but so we were watching that and they're like they have a cute couple, but they can't stay together.
They break up and make up. What is it about couples and shows that they gotta break up and make up?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the standard scooter after this. I'm sucking in this. I'm in 5th place.
I'm okay with losing.
You were first.
Oh. I thought I came in third. I can't really see below the mic arm, so I thought I was coming in third.
My hand's cramping up from this tiny little controller.
I know, my little fingers hurt so bad. I'm playing like this to try and hit the button to accelerate.
Did you actually tell our Meredith and Danny that we were streaming?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yes. We're not going to get a ton of viewers in our early days because also we
didn't
sit
even
here, we don't talk about anything. Because, well, we're still...
Anyway, we were talking...
Essentially, today we're streaming because we want to make a habit of streaming. I freaking blew a gasket. But Evie, when she was like, we were driving home, and she's like, do you want to stream today? I was like, not really. And then she was like, I came home and she's like, ill and like under like 20 layers of blankets. And I was like, oh, so you just want to take the day off? She's like, no, we can go, we can stream.
I wanted to stream,
you
even
were, like,
though I'm
dead.
dying. Yes, I'm actually in the middle of a cold. I've had it since like 3 days ago. It's been the best.
Which is better. I mean, everybody's in a cold.
I've gone through like
I
four
have
different...
heard that a lot of people
I've gone through like 4 boxes of tissues.
have this cold right now where it's a cold that it like goes into your ear and then like messes up your ear for a while, and some people got ear infections and some people didn't. So
That's
be on the lookout
encouraging.
for that. I've heard it everywhere.
That's encouraging.
And I just turned in my freaking letter of intent form for my job.
Did you say maybe?
And I was like, the options are yes, maybe, and no. And I was like, ooh, I want to say maybe so bad, but then what if somebody takes my room and I have to go work in a smaller room? I was like, I'll say yes for now.
You think anyone wants to work with your
No,
class?
nobody wants my job.
I'm like, I don't think anyone's coming for you there.
There's a reason why I got hired in the first place, and
Okay,
it's because they can
whoever-
find no one else.
The dude behind me has just been annoying the heck out
Oh,
of me.
freaking Legend of Zelda, I'm gonna beat your little twink butt. Ooh, I'm
Beat
gonna
his little
beat
twink
you.
butt. I do like the fact
I gotta
that...
use my family-friendly language, not the language I use in my brain.
Well, I definitely do think that the especially Breath of the Wild one is the
He's
little
a
twink one.
He's
Yeah.
a little twink, look at him.
Yeah, I do think
He's
he's
just a
twink
little
one.
cutie boy. He's so cute. But
Yeah.
also...
I'm down for that. I'm just,
Are Legend of Zelda... Oh my god, is Zelda and Link, are they, like, shipped together or not? I never see
No,
them shipped together,
not
so I
really.
just assumed they were 2
They're
independent
more like-
entities.
from
Well,
my-
like, Mario and Peach are always shipped together, like, as in... That's the main hero, and that's the main heroine. Elliot put in his headphones, because he's like, you guys are stupid and dumb. I
Well,
don't wanna hear you anymore.
yeah.
yes, that was
Every
exactly what
Zelda
he
and Link are different generational iterations, so they're all
So
entirely
they're-
different beings.
So they're
That's-
So
reincarnations.
there's some that are shipped together and there's some that
Isn't
aren't.
it like the lore is like the only lore crazier than Legend of Zelda is like
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts
The
and,
lore,
and Kirby, funnily enough.
the lore isn't crazy. The developers said they had no intent of the games being connected, and then the fans connected them.
Oh,
well,
okay.
You know,
Then
that's
why do
fair.
they make the same exact character in the same exact scenarios over and over again if they didn't want
Because
to?
it's an IP, you need a recognizable character.
It's an IP.
I
You
mean,
need
to be honest, I think
If you
a
look
lot of-
at-
IP.
IP.
Elliot P. Let's go.
No, if you look at the
Just
original
like your
Zelda
boy
games,
Jiro
like the
piece,
first
right?
3 or 4,
Yeah, really.
Link looks different in every single game.
I thought that's just because in some games they were like accepting that he's Twink King, and in some games they were
His
like,
main
oh, he can be
design
a boy.
came about with the 64.
Well, now he's like
So they're just
he's
like,
in his cutie
from what I
mode.
understand, they're just like reincarnations of each other.
No, they're reincarnations of the 3 pieces of the Triforce. What they look like doesn't matter because
Who are the 3 pieces?
Toon Link looks completely different. from
Zelda,
regular
Link, and
No, but
who's
he
the
always
third?
wears-
And Breath of the Wild Link looks completely different from Skyward Sword.
But they
Link.
always
Who's
they
the
always do
third
essentially the same
Triforce?
thing. It's not like you come into one game and Zelda's a man and Link is a girl.
You
Linkle
have.
exists.
You just haven't
I know,
seen
but
it.
we haven't had
Linkle's a
but
canonical
we haven't had a
character.
Prince
Shout out to
Zelda yet.
Linkle. You
She
know
uses-
what?
she
Link
uses
is
cro-
also a
She
girl
uses
name.
crossbows and has a broken compass like Jack
Why
Sparrow.
didn't they just name her Link? That's a name. Why did
That's
they
an
go
actu-
Linkle?
Yeah, that is.
Because there's a character named Tingle in the game who's very famous among Japanese fans. So
That's my boy
the ending
Tingle.
Ghoul is what they were going for.
They still should go. I agree with Malin. Linka is an actual name. They should have gone with that.
It's more German, not
Who's
Japanese.
the third
I think it makes sense.
Triforce? If you've got Zelda,
Ganon.
Ganondorf.
No, Ganon.
Why is he not Ganondorf? Why is
Ganondorf
He's
is
Ganondorf in Smash Bros.
Ganondorf's the human facade he puts on. The
But he's
king,
really a
the
pig.
demon king, is named Ganon.
And
He's a pig. Calamity Ganon. Hey, this is kind of cool.
That's why I chose this one.
It's a great stage.
It's a great stage. Whatever.
Well, it'll probably take us 2 weeks to actually get any sort of momentum. So you know.
Come on, we gotta like actually get our lives. But thoughts on Evie, what are your thoughts on what games we would like to play going into the future? Like, actually start, like, probably next week, if you're feeling better, we can actually start a real game and not just, like, a space filler game like this. Because this game, to me, personally, watching this game, I'm like, boy, I'm a little bit bored playing this game, I'm not gonna lie.
How are you doing that and then you've, like, won the majority of the races?
Because...
I am actively trying to do this here.
Because I have to fight Patrick every day of my life. Hey, fun fact, I fell asleep at his house today. Oops. Again, he was watching Lego Ninjago, and I was sitting on a little... He was laying on top of me, I was on my little squishmallow. I didn't have any coffee today because I ran out. Shadow, I still had coffee from Willow's birthday party.
Yes, Madeline has been going hard on that.
Good. I had the concentrate, so I was...
So yeah, if you want to give her
just
get her some coffee that you like.
No, just give me a link. I will go buy it. But just, where's the concentrate? Give me a link. It's so good. It was really good. I lasted me like 4 days. Like, the base is good. Otherwise, all I have is, like, Food Lion coffee. And now that I've had the good stuff, I'm pampered. But I didn't have any more coffee. And then on top of that, my class is like, hey, man, shut up for 2 seconds. Have you ever heard a 4-year-old talk for 4 hours straight? Do that and then times it by 12. And then that's my life right now, and I don't know why they're like that. They're not always like that, but this week they sure are. Like, we were like, we made bookmarks for your reading buddies. Line up, and we will hand you your bookmark for a reading buddy.
Oh, is that what I cut out
last
week?
While she's trying to tell them about the bookmarks, one of them goes, "What are those? What are those for? Do we make those? What are those?" And we're like, "Hey, cool thing called Shut Your Face, and I'd love to tell you more."
Jerk.
I know, and on top of that, like, I'm a grumpy person.
No, I think you're a very.
I'm really tired today.
I think
I just didn't sleep well.
I wouldn't say you're a grumpy person. I would say you're a very trigger happy person.
For better and for worse. Sound like I like to do.
No, it's more like you get excited very easily. You get angered very easily.
I get angered less easily now that I'm on.
Yeah, you do.
Brain alterers.
And I think that you generally seem to have a little bit more stability too. Because you know, instead of coming home tired and angry at the world, you just come home tired.
That's true. I was only angry because I had a little bit of a headache because I am.
Well, you also apparently had like a whole like bathroom situation, and we all love your bathroom.
Oh my god,
stories.
let me tell you about the bathroom situation. It's not like a situation, but it was kind of like weird because we can't.
Okay, whoever keeps hitting me with the electricity.
Who's hitting me with the lightning?
Someone in the back, because they keep doing it.
They're just jealous of my drip.
They are.
Jealous of my freaking. Did you hear that? It's like,
yeah, I was like, he's like, I can't control this thing.
That's so me. Did I win again?
Yes,
Let's
that's what I'm saying.
Go.
Like, how can you say I'm bored? I'm like, you're the one who's winning all the races.
Because my fingies hurt.
Okay, pass me a tissue.
We came inside from playground, and we had one kid who was going, don't listen to her, she's blowing her nose, listen to me, listen to the sweet sound of my little, ooh, ASMR, my tingle voice. Hey, how you doing? Just kidding.
Here for you guys.
We came from the bathroom. One kid was like, "Oh, my tummy hurts." For the intent of the story, we're going to call him. Wait, Jose. I had an idea earlier. And I don't have a Jose, but
I was gonna say Jim.
He's not
or John.
But he called the one kid's name is what's his name? His name's Jack, and he goes Yak. What's Yak doing?
Yak.
He pronounces it like this is really heavy. Yak. What's Yak doing? And we're like,
Yak.
He was like, Yak stole my swing. We're like, hell? And it wasn't. This kid's name wasn't even Jack. He was talking to a different kid. And he's like, this guy took my swing. But he came and he's like, oh, my tummy hurts. And I was like, okay. He said his tummy hurt because he wanted to eat. He was hungry. So he must be crying. And then my coaches were like, oh, well, I sent him to the potty to go.
These highlight reels are so impartial to you, and I'm just
because I'm the winner. Freaking let's go, baby.
And you're not even trying. That's
Shout out to my man, Baby Luigi. So we brought him in, and then he comes out of the bathroom. We're like, oh, you're all done. And his shirt's, like, soaking wet. So I was like, oh, yeah, he probably... But then also his lower back's wet. So we're like, patting his back. Elliot, could you put on the game, please? Sorry. We just started playing.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Like, eek. But,
I figured that way we'll have the interesting story while we're playing.
But he comes in, and then, like, the back of his shirt's wet. And I was like, oh, well, he must have just rubbed his hands on the back. And we're like, oh, your shirt's wet. Do you want to go change? Your shirt's all wet. He's like, yeah. I was like, how'd it get wet? He goes, oh, I just peed my pants. And we were like, you, huh? You did what? You just peed your pants? He's like, yeah, I just peed them a little. And you just peed my pants a bit. And we were like, okay, word. So we went to go change his pants. And while we're in there, first of all, he's standing in the middle of the classroom while I'm trying to get his clothes out of our closet, and he's already trying to strip right then. He's like, oh, change? Yeah, I can do that. Here, let me take my pants off currently. I'm like, whoa, 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 dog. There's 12 kids in here who do not want to see your little wiener.
I mean, but to be honest, some of those boys don't really care.
But I have a majority of girls in my class. I was like, I know they probably have brothers, but on top of that, I don't want to see your little
One
dog.
of them only has brothers, and you can tell just looking at her.
Yeah, for real. But then, when
Stop
we're in the
hitting
bathroom,
me with shells, all of you people.
I was like, so how did you pee yourself? Like, I was trying to, how when you got to talk about if you needed, because we had somebody pee himself last week. And he was like, well, you said no potty breaks. I said, go to the bathroom before recess so we can do no potty breaks. Because it's February, and you're going to kindergarten next year, so you need to know how to pee. And I don't want to take you inside during recess because I just don't want to. I'm lazy. I want to sit down. I want to sit down. I want to play on my phone. I want to watch TikTok during recess. And I can't because you gotta pee every 10 minutes. So this kid, I was like, oh, like, if you have to go pee on the playground, like, it's okay. Come, let us know. He's like, oh, no, I didn't have to pee on the playground. Just once we got in here, I went to pee and then it went in the potty. I was like, so how did I get on my pants? He goes, well, I peed in the potty, and then the pee jumped back out at me. It jumped out from the potty onto my clothes. I was like, oh. It what? It did what now?
Yeah, this is also a kid that you can never tell if he's being entirely serious or not.
He was like, yeah, I peed in the potty, and then it jumped back out, and it fell on my clothes, and that's why the back of my pants are wet. I was like, that doesn't make any sense at all, my friend. I got no idea. And his change of clothes had no underwear. So we walk in there, he's already stripped. He's already standing there, balls to the wall. I'm like, buddy, let's close the bathroom door first. There's a class right there. There's like 40 people who can see you.
This is also why we say that preschool is such a good, child deterrent.
Yeah, it's the strongest birth control I've ever had. And I wasn't necessarily, really aiming to go beforehand. Now I'm like, oh, no kids for me right now. Thanks. I'm okay.
Your strongest birth control is your zero Riz.
No, that's so funny, because when I went with my friends to a club on Saturday, and they were like, just go dance with someone. I was like, with my Riz? I go over there, and they'd be like, do you need help? Are you lost? They'd be like, do you need to find your mom? Should we call the police? It was so funny, because my one friend is, super she can Riz up anyone. She does it all the time when we're, eating.
Can I get the definition of Riz in this conversation?
Evie's Riz is so low, she needs the definition of Riz.
I just feel like you're using it as a verb now, and you were using it as a noun a minute ago, and I'm confused.
It's like swag.
Okay, to be fair, in Evie's various relationships, there's never been Riz. It's just been assumed.
Thing. Evie doesn't know what Riz is, but Evie in college had a harem of boys who would follow her around. And one of them went to New York City and bought her these exclusive Pokemon Center plushies. One of them shipped her an entire book series. People were taking her to Cheesecake Factory.
And Evie had no idea these were wedding dowries.
Yeah, and Evie, she dated a guy for a year and was like, I didn't know we were actually dating. I thought we were just really close friends.
I assume that you say that. You would go to someone and say, hey, do you want to date? Do you want to be boyfriend, girlfriend?
That is fair. They weren't
very
intentional.
Say, hey, we assume that we are dating now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's why Evie's like, what's a Riz? Even though I used to have 15 guys follow me regularly.
As I say, your first hint should be they are as close to you as your blood-related sister.
My paternal sister.
Not your maternal brother. What's up with this guy?
Yeah, my maternal brother, my paternal sister.
Yeah.
Isn't that the term you use? Paternal?
Fraternal?
Fraternal's siblings, paternal's dad, maternal's mom.
Because fratricide
well,
is
you
killing
share
of
the
a
same
sibling.
dad, so...
I would know. Yeah, Evie's freaking harem. That cracks me up.
To be fair, I had at least 2 stalkers as well, so...
It's just because you're popular. You can't... That's just Evie is the Riz master when it comes to nerds. Evie's gonna have a mansion with 10 sugar daddies, and I'm gonna be begging in the streets, one Baja Blast, please, please, a Baja Blast, spare Taco Bell gift card.
I just, for all of my life, have struggled so much to even retain one friend for, a year at a time that I'm just very accepting of people. That I'm just hey, you want to talk about stuff? That's the only bar I need to cross. We're friends now.
I tried to, but here's the thing. The people would be like, I'm in love with you. And I'd be like, all right, I gotta go. People will be like, I'm in love with you.
Significantly.
I do win over you significantly. That's funny. Anyways. I beat you by like 30 points. Whoops. But it's funny because people will be like, I'm in love with you, and you'd be like, tight, let's go get lunch. And
they'll
be like,
say,
I love you, and I'd be
you.
like, never speak to me
Evie's
again.
like,
I
I
gotta
love video games.
No, but they'll say
I love games.
because I've actually had a guy go and be like, it'll be in like a casual conversation where he's like, I love you.
Ah!
Like,
They said that to
What do you mean casual?
You know I love you.
And I'm just like, wait, what?
Who said that to you?
Whisper.
Whisper it to me. Just kidding. Tell the internet.
Was this at the altar?
It was at least 2 different guys.
Matthew, if you're out there, I know it was you.
Oh.
Just kidding. That was Evie's actual boyfriend. No, who said who dropped that bombshell? You know I'm in love with you, right? Oh my god, who said that?
I love you, not in love with you. That's why I just considered a distinction.
Okay,
Choose your thing so I can go through my
who said you
part.
know I love you, right?
Evie's
Who
never gonna get
said
a
that?
relationship due to the language semantics.
Because I like...
She's like, do you want to marry me or you are marrying me?
Oh,
What is the
are
difference?
you
more
in marriage
than
with
just
me?
romantic love. I like...
You know I love you, right? Was this said in a friend way? Like, how is this? Give me context.
It was after we
Oh
had
my god,
just
why is
gone
she
out...
so big? I didn't think she was gonna be that big.
It was
Sorry.
after we had gone out to brunch.
Was it like, I love you as
We
a
got-
friend? Or was it, I love you, please kiss me in this alleyway?
Well, no.
What kind of vibe were we getting?
It was in...
Who
it was
are you
more,
kissing in alleyways?
You don't know my life!
It was more a matter of like...
Well, sorry, who are you kissing? And how much do we have to pay them?
Stop bullying me.
It was more that like we were talking and we were just catching up, and then they said that, and then I guess I paused for too long because then they added, as a friend.
Ah! No, you friend zoned them!
I literally didn't answer within the first 15 seconds.
It's your autism.
I know.
They
it's
could
exactly-
tell.
I couldn't tell until like 3 years ago.
That's crazy, Evie. That's you
Which
know
we
I love you,
honestly,
right?
in
Who
my-
said that to you?
I'm not going to tell you on stream.
Can you whisper in my ear?
No.
Please?
No.
Please, 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 please,
No.
please. I'll let
No.
you win.
You won't.
I know.
You're going to still try and win
Nobody's
anyway.
ever told me I love you, right? That's crazy. I wish people simped over me like people simped over Evie. What the heck? I'm supposed to be the hot one.
Evie's,
You are the
Evie's
hot
apparently a high-value woman.
She is. That's why I'm like, what the heck? I want to be the hot one. And Evie's like, sorry, I just woke up with this Riz.
Apparently.
Sorry, I just woke up a baller.
Because there's no emotional boundaries. Evie's just open to the world.
It's
It's just,
hurts
I
you
tried
more
to
than you think
befriend
it
the
does.
weirdos, and then they'd follow me home. And I'd
To be fair,
worried.
there are many times I came home to the apartment and be like, there's someone sleeping in my bed.
That's normal.
I only was opposed to it when I...
What is this?
One time we went and we were in our apartment. Me and Melly had our mattresses out in the same room. So I went to bed waiting for Melly to come home. I woke up, saw a brown head
It's my
hair
feelings, like-
in the bed, thought nothing was wrong until it rolled over. Like, that's not Madeline, that's someone else.
I brought my friend over to sleep.
And I was so confused.
We were sleeping. Just kidding.
Because I was about to address you, but it wasn't actually you.
It was my friend who gave me a ride home.
I didn't mind. You,
And
you
there-
need to
there-
text me beforehand.
It was like probably 2 a.m.
So I can
was a
prep
party
myself.
girl.
I'll make
Mm.
them breakfast. I did that for people all the time. I just need to know
Well,
I'm
that's the
having
thing, like,
someone.
people would follow Evie around. Like, we have people stay in our apartments for like a week at a time just to hang out with Evie. Hey man, you're sleeping on our floor just to hang out with my sister? My dripless sister who's got indomitable Riz? What the heck?
I really can't tell if you're insulting me or praising me.
Riz in spite of the drip.
I know. Absolutely negative drip. 10,000 gyat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think you know what you're saying.
I don't.
Does anyone know what's going on right now?
Yeah, I think means butt, and you do have a big butt, so that's what it is. They said badonkadonk. Junk
And that's
in the
on the
trunk.
internet now, so that's crazy.
I'd say that off the internet, too.
No, that's what
No,
you're supposed
just-
to say.
Oh.
It's off the internet.
I'd say that to my mom. Mom, if
No,
you're
just-
watching, Evie's got a big butt, and we all know it. Just kidding.
Comment down below.
Comment down below if you think Evie
Rate-
has a
rate
big butt.
out of 10.
Yeah. Subscribe and hit the bell if you
We
think
need
Evie has a
engagement.
big butt. If you're in love with Evie,
Give me another
subscribe
tissue.
now. Donate $50 if you're in love with Evie.
Give me another tissue. I need to blow my nose.
Oh, she paused it. Dang, that's crazy.
Why did you pause when I need to blow my nose?
You paused it.
No, you stop talking while I was blowing my nose.
Sorry, I didn't know that was the vibe.
You saw me grab a tissue.
I'm
handed
feeling
it
the
to
back
me.
of my teeth again, and it's driving me insane.
Okay, that's on the floor now. All right.
So our second most risible will be Elliot. I think has the
Most
second most
risible?
amount of drip. I don't know anything. All I know is every day when we go to reading buddies, Jose, and my class's real name's not Jose, but for all intents and purposes, Jose, the one I just told the pee story about, he will go to his reading buddy and goes, "Are you ready to skibbity today? Are you ready to be skibbity toilet today?" And he goes, "Skibbity doilet." He says it like that. He says, "I'm ready to read about skibbity doilet with you." I'm like, "You're 4."
I'm assuming that's a YouTube thing.
Yes. I also saw who here knows about... What does this do? Who here knows about Shrek Rave? Does anybody know Shrek Rave? Because if you do, Shrek Rave is skibbity toilet for big kids.
I don't know what either of those are.
He's
part of the
like,
internet-
I'm lost in this
What
jargon.
what part of the internet are you on, Madeline?
Let's clarify here. Evie has her degree. She's got 2 degrees in writing and like other smart stuff. My degree is in meme. My degree is literally media studies. So my
Mine's the
degree is
same-
in skibbity
Same as
toilet.
yours, just with a concentration in graphic design. But I got communications
communication degree?
Yeah.
You have a
Hey,
communications degree?
Yes.
Huh? You got my degree, but
Communications
the
with-
better one?
Communications with a specialty in graphic design. But I also had enough to get video editing. But at that point, I was already fighting for the double major. So they said, you know,
Did
just
you fail the class on mixed signals and relationships?
That's
They actually
relationship
don't have that.
community. Wait, sorry, let me start
that
that
should
again.
probably be a psychology course.
Let me
Honestly,
start- One second, let
Let
me
me
get that
reboot.
joke one more time.
you need another wind up.
Yeah. That would be relationship communication.
I feel like that would definitely be a psychology course.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I took psychology. I took 1 psychology course. No, I took 2 or 3 in the hall at NC State that's now known for cancer. Woo!
I think that's also the one I worked in as a
Oddly
job.
named Cancer Hall.
Oddly named. You will get breast cancer if you stay here. Hall.
a
Weird
bold
name.
choice.
See, I was in the offices when I worked at NC State that were like, oh yeah, we have asbestos in the walls. It's fine.
Asbestos.
Yeah.
Asbestos.
Asbestos.
We got asbestos in these walls.
You know
I got
what I mean.
asbestos, give him diabetes.
Who
You know,
wants some
The
asbestos?
point was is that we had for like a week we had like papers on the wall that said that it was like, you know, toxic to be there, but we still worked there.
That job, I remember listening to you work from home and in your meetings. I remember sitting there being like, if I ever had her job, I would probably K-word myself because I was like, that sounded so miserable. And then
It
you were,
was,
you
and I
were
didn't
like,
even get
oh,
benefits."
my job. Oh, I'm sad I lost it. I was like, dang, girl, I was hoping you'd quit it. Because that
I
job
would,
sounded
but
so
the thing-
miserable.
It was, but again, the things you do just to have a paycheck. And I didn't
I
even get
know.
benefits. In fact, I was a temporary
Real.
worker. And the way that
real.
the way the place
so
that
real for that, Evie.
No, but the way that they do that is that so they don't have to give you benefits. They have you work 11 months a year, and they force you to take a month off because if you work for a full 12 months, they have to legally give you benefits. So they call it a temp
That's so
worker,
crazy.
but it's really just this is so we don't have to pay for you getting insurance.
That's such a scam.
It is. And I
That's
work
so
40
like
hours
when I
a week.
worked at
40 hours a week.
unnamed store that's logo may or may not be a bullseye. I'm not gonna say where it's at.
Bullseye? The store?
Bullseye the store.
Bullseye, the
Definitely
mascot that
not-
we have plushies of.
Definitely not Target. Definitely not that store. Don't know what that is. But there was like you could only work
I'm
30
surprised there isn't a
hours.
store called Target at this point. You know,
Honestly.
that's just for like
Shout out
you
to
know
the
gay.
gays. You go and you buy like leather harnesses there.
Why is that the only thing you associate with gays?
Because when I was at the gay club this weekend with my
Yeah,
gay
Melanie went to
friends,
Legends for the
there
first
were
time.
men there in leather harnesses. I was like, oh, I didn't know we wore those outside of our houses. I thought that was a kink thing. You only wore them like in your house. I didn't know
Oh.
that was like club wear because I've never been to a club before.
You know, this is a funny story about like kink stuff.
Evie's, how do you have a funny story about kink stuff?
No,
Funny story. When I had my boyfriend, I didn't know he had this
it was
kink.
actually, no, it wasn't that, but it is a
He kept asking to sniff my feet, and I thought that was normal. I
Well,
just
first of
didn't
all,
have the nerve to-
we've both had
Don't say he sniffed your feet, Evie.
We've
Let's
bo-
just start now.
we've both had messages online that ask for pictures of our feet. But no, this was something like it was one of the like times
Everybody
I was
knows
out.
somebody with a foot fetish, and if you don't, you're lying.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
but
one-
you can make good money.
I
Feet
have
finder.
considered doing that because preschool does not pay enough. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. But
Here's the deal.
no, so let me finish my thing. So we
Sorry.
So the guy who you know this guy who gave me who said, we're going off campus, let me give you a switchblade just in case we get jumped.
Yeah, awesome.
And I was like, wow, after I had just gone through this whole, like, anxiety of leaving campus and going walk around the city at night here.
Now I'm gonna get murdered! Wahoo!
Like, this is not, he's like, I just wanted you to be safe. I'm like, this is not inspiring confidence. Anyway, he was telling me about, like, one time when we were out, and he's like, oh, it's like, actually, there's pretty nice people, because he wanted to go, we were walking around, we've seen people outside bars, like, actually, they're pretty nice, I've helped them before, and I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, sometimes you just find people who are, like, drunk outside, and you gotta just help them out. And he's like, I actually helped this one couple out by, I don't remember exactly how he
taking
phrased
pictures
it.
of their feet and
No.
then selling it back to them.
No, essentially he says that, like, he went to a bar, talked to someone about kink for a while, and then...
Talked to someone about kink for a while.
And then he said that he helped that, and I don't know if it was the girl first or the guy first. The point was that he helped a couple...
Negotiate their kinks in
Yes.
public?
I don't know if it was in public, but it was near a bar, and I'm just like, great! And that was my introduction to what that term meant.
That I'm flabbergasted. Somebody
All
in
I'm,
public
all I'm
told
hearing
me-
is he's a
People
conflict
just tell me
resolution
things
king.
sometimes.
All I can tell is he's got great conflict resolution. That's
People
so
just-
funny.
I'm not,
But like,
people
what
just tell
kind of
me
people
things.
go out and talk about their kinks in public, and then on top of that, get a third party to assist them in resolving
A random
that?
guy, mind you, they found outside a bar.
People are bold these days. I saw this TikTok, completely unrelated, but I saw this TikTok of people being like, this is my neo pronouns. That reminded me of that. Of like, some things are inside the house conversations. So they're like, my pronouns are bone/brittle. How do you use that,
getting
man?
so far back in
I
the order?
don't get it. So I'm like, some things I think you just need to keep inside your house. Sometimes, hey,
Jeez,
I
I'm
think you
sucking
should
so
use
much.
whatever neo-pronouns you want in your house, and when you go outside, you get to choose one of the three. Me talking to my kids when they want a cupcake, a sucker, and a juice box. Choose one. You may have one. Maybe the second one later if we run around for a bit. You get to unlock pronouns throughout the day. You have to be a he, him in the morning, but maybe if you do all your work, I'll let you be a they, them. I'll let you unlock that issue. Or maybe you start, everyone's a they, them in the morning. And if you eat your whole lunch and you listen to my instructions, you can be a she, her. I'll give you that gift. When you get home, if you want to be a, Z, Zim, go bonkers.
See, I've told you this before, but I'm like, if I had the power to, like, just create a
Boo,
word,
I
I would make a new pronoun. So
If
we
I
have
was
something
Dr.
for the,
Seuss,
so we have something for, like, the third option,
the third option is they, them, I believe.
No, but that, again, I told you this, like, it's just, like, how do you talk about that in, like, say you have multiple people. They, them, in that case, is a plural, pronoun.
Well, I think it works the same.
So it's just like, it's honestly a problem I think have with pronouns anyway, which is why you usually have to restate the proper name before you use a pronoun.
It's easier, because I have a couple non-binary friends who use they, thems. And a lot of times it's easy because they're typically there when you're referring to them.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you can, like, reference them directly, so it's easier because they're right
I'm
there in
into an
front
ice
of
cream
you.
cone. But I'm just saying that, like, if, like, I dislike it because it's inefficient language. Not like on, like, the principle of what it is. It's just like, I wish we had, like, that I could just add another word into the dictionary.
Well, that's what people have tried
so
to
we
do
could have
with
both a plural and a
neopronouns.
singular,
Yeah, it's like they've been trying to do with neopronouns like Z, Zer, and like,
Like, I would even be more down for that, because at least then it's a different thing, distinction. I like it when, because again, I am the autistic individual, I like when words are more precise.
She said, because I have that autistic riz. I got that autistic
Evie
dog
Luback,
in
the
me.
autistic individual.
Because I have the autism, if you will.
The
I like
autistic
language to be
Rizzler.
very
The
precise.
Rizzler.
Because I have,
Sticking out
'Cause
your
I
top, you're
Pause
the
this
Rizzler.
conversation. That
Why?
little red box with the speaker, that's how you beat the blue shell. Just so you know.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think I figured that out with, I did it by accident last race.
I did not know that. I was wondering why I kept giving you a speaker.
Yeah, you can use it to beat the shell. Or I think, it says that a sound wave, so you can, like, beat up people with it while you're going places.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But essentially the point is that I very easily misinterpret things all the time because I just don't have, like, a sense for social situations. So that's why I like writing, is like, I like being as precise as possible with language so I can tell what's going on.
That's why when
hopefully.
she texts you, like, 3 paragraphs.
Because I
and
want
when
to
I
make sure
text
you
you,
understand
it's
exactly what I'm trying to say.
Incomprehensible emojis. You're like, how does that make sense? Why did you just send me thumbs up, flexing emoji, winking emoji, kiss emoji.
I
What
do
does
love
that
when you
mean?
send me
Just
multiple
hieroglyphs.
because then I'm always curious of like, oh, there's a blue shell coming from here. FYI.
Well, I can't do anything about it, so I just have to rip.
Just take that L.
Yeah. Just rip in peace.
I'm just trying to not be in 4th again, which I, for some reason, I'm having so much difficulty with.
Sticking out your yacht for the
How are you so
It's
consistently
so
in 1st?
skibbity. It's so phantom zone. I actually don't know the words. Danny told me those were the words, so I hope they are. And if not, I'll embarrass myself online. I think me showing up is embarrassing myself online personally. So
How do I keep getting so far behind everyone
Another
else? Do I just have a
dub.
bad? Do I just keep choosing bad card options?
I want you to know my car option. I designed it like how I drive a
Let's
regular car.
let's go
My-
back and clip the part of today's stream where we said, "Oh, let's just pick whatever looks cool. Let's not look at the stats."
My stats
Can I have
are
that Thin Mint now?
yes. My stats are, in case you're wondering, I designed mine specifically for max acceleration, and then every other stat is bad. I just want to be fast.
My stats are he him.
My stats are they them, and when I win a race, I can unlock a she her.
My stats are winner.
My stats are you lose.
Oh, we're definitely gonna get flattened by that thing at some point.
Yeah, probs. Yeah.
Give me another tissue.
Dang, what's it like being sick? That's crazy. Me takes giant horse pill every single night to not be sick anymore. I'm still on antibiotics. Sticking out your yacht for the Rizzler. Rizzler ASMR while Evie thwomps.
Why are you so close to your face?
Because you're sneezing and it's gross!
Well, I'm sorry that I'm ill right now. Your little gremlins gave it to me.
I'm ill, but in like the sick way, not sick in the ill way.
What's the other way?
No, actually, I'm sick in the ill way, you're ill in the sick way.
What's the difference?
One of them means you're just unfathomably cool. Me.
Okay.
One of them is you're a sick loser with a bad immune system. You.
Again, this is coming from the person who's been sick for a month. At least.
I'm not sick anymore, and therefore I'm now the best person ever.
And how many times did we have to go to the doctor to fix that?
Technically only once because I have no health insurance. So.
Also, we just found out that I'm trying to go in for like my like digestive issues I've been having. And
Oh.
they're like, oh yeah, you haven't
I
been...
got hit by my own shell! Dang!
That's hilarious.
Bozo move on my
But
part.
so they're like, oh, you haven't been into the doctor's office in 3 years, so
Oh,
we just
word,
deleted
word.
your file. I was like,
Dang.
all right.
Evie got left on red by the
Well,
doctor's
it wasn't.
office.
It wasn't like it was a huge thing. It was more just the fact of like, oh, well, you know, I don't have insurance. And
Oh, are you dry bones?
Yes.
Oh, I was like, dang, that's crazy. Dry bones just got hit by a shell. That sucks. I was like,
I've been dry
how's
bones
he up
this whole
so,
time.
How's he up so hard? Like, how's he up so far? Oh, but I got hit by a
But
bomb.
so like, but I'm like, I don't go to the doctor unless entirely necessary because again, don't have insurance. So
Next
I'm
time
not gonna
you
go.
next lap, you should go up on those blue ramps.
I've been
Melanie
doing blue
stops
ramps.
hitting me with
That
things.
puts you on the
Sure.
wall and it gets you a boost, Evie.
Yeah, I've been doing. Oh, don't tell her my secret. I could only win by so few tricks.
Madeline, you've won consistently
Evie's a
every time.
conventional driver. She obeys road laws.
She turns on her turning signal when she goes around the thwomps to make sure they know where she's going.
She merges into the next lane.
Yeah, that's funny. I turn on my turn signal.
No, I got on another road somehow. thought
I do
fell
it
off the
as I'm
edge.
turning, but like, you know. Not everyone can be a winner.
Madeline, you've been a winner like 90% of the time.
That's why I say not everyone it can be, because I have to be the winner.
I would just like to not be in 4th for like the 3rd time.
I don't think you'll be in 4th.
I am 4th currently.
Well, that's a you problem.
Okay, you just suck.
How do I suck? I'm the best.
Because you're rubbing it in.
I'm Roxanne Wolf from the classic hit game Five Nights at Freddy's Security Beach. I'm stuck underwater.
We actually got the special edition of that, so we should play that on stream at some point.
Yeah, I got it. We went to this retro game market on the weekend. It was really cool. I got hit by my own shell again. And it was really cool. And then somebody had... The funny thing was the retro games. We were like, oh, we'll check it out. I was like, I'm not super into like
Stop
super
hitting me with
retro,
things.
like N64 stuff.
Now I'm in the 6th place.
And the funny thing was, they were like, here's a Switch game. Here's a GameCube game. Here's Wii games.
Well,
I was
GameCube is retro at
legally,
this
I
point.
guess those are retro. Like, we are now in the era of they're like 20 years old or something. Koopa, I swear.
I hate
I
everyone
came
in
in
this
second
race.
place. No.
Madeline, I'm in
My
sixth
streak
right
is
now.
lost. Yeah. Ow, my elbows. Let's do like 2 more races, and then I might need to take like a break from my freaking.
I got beaten by Mario in a Tanuki suit. That stupid Koopa Troopa keeps beating me.
He beat me up this time too.
Oh boy. Anyway,
See how
we're
exhausted
clearly
I
so
am?
great at
The
this racing
soup on
game.
my face. Oh, sorry. Let me undo my boob shelf.
Your boob shelf? That just happens because you have
Pants
lots of...
water. Strong. Give myself Tim Tams. I forgot how good Tim Tams are until you have them.
Because our dad just found a place. Like, normally these are from like, Australia, I think?
Well, they started bringing them into America more.
Yeah. They're very good.
Hey, shout out to me, bestie.
I don't know how you keep winning every time. Because we change it every time and you somehow win every time.
Did you want to try one more and then we can
Hey.
y'all it?
Make one more desperate attempt to, you know, try and win a race.
Let's go. Hey, I got 2 stars. Nice. Less than last time because I got the same place. Last time I won was 60. This time I won with 57.
Well, last time you got in first place every time.
Cooper Trooper got me this last time because my wrist is wearing out from playing like freaking this, yo.
You should go be the twink.
The what?
The twink. Twalink.
Twilight Link. Well, actually, this is Breath Link, so...
Repeat that?
Twink.
1 second, Danny sent me a TikTok. I have to look at it.
Well, you do... Hit A button so I can look through my cart choices.
Oh, it's gonna be Waluigi.
We got Paper Airplane apparently now.
Wow. I don't want to be Waluigi anymore. Go back. I want to be...
You are so difficult.
I did want to be the twink. I can choose!
Yeah, you can.
Twink Zelda. Yacht. Now I have to look at this TikTok. I'm sorry! You sent me the song I was thinking.
What?
My app timer ran out. Sorry, I have to, I have to give myself more minutes on my TikTok. Let's do it.
I just wanna be your Sigma. Give me your Ohio.
Where's the... I have to find the original. Wait, let me see. Is this it?
You're so skibbity, you're so phantom tax. I just wanna be your Sigma. Sticking out your yacht for the Rizzler. You're so skibbity, you're so phantom tax.
It's a video of a dog
I just
twerking.
wanna
You
be
can see it.
your Sigma. Sticking
What
out
is-
your yacht
what is
for
happening
the
right now?
Rizzler. You're so skibbity, you're so phantom tax.
It's a dog twerking.
I just wanna be
Your
your
Sigma. Sticking out your yacht for the Rizzler. Hey man, that's funny. It's like all these like covers.
The remix.
Are you happy with your choices?
Let's listen to this one. This is killing me, dog. This is funny. This is killing me. Danny said sorry. Alright.
If it wasn't this, it would be something else.
She just knows I'm gonna be singing it forever. Why is he so upset? Just a phantom tax.
I don't know what any of these words mean.
Give me your Ohio.
I really
Thank you for sending me that. I've saved it.
Reminds me of one I need to show you.
It's so funny.
Stop playing the game, baby.
It's okay. I still have to figure out my
Remember that yesterday's past is your future's tomorrow. And I'm going to be playing kind of obscure song, but if you're from the Monticello scene, you know what's up. So sing along if you're with me. I got a #1 victory royale.
Why not?
About to get down.
Get down.
Kills on the board right now. Just stick out to Maida Town. My friend just got down. Time to fight him. Now we're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park streets. Look at the map. Look at the mark sheet. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. Take me to Moisty Myers, but not Lou Lake. I really want to play Fortnite with you. Yeah, we can be pro Fortnite gamers. What's up, you guys? My name is Chrysler, and I am the
My name is Chrysler.
What's up, you guys? My name is.
And I am from the band Yesterday's Tomorrow's Today's Future.
Take me to the fountain. I love songs like that. They crack me. Right now, there is a Kuromi singing some Fetty Wap song. Let me play it. Kuromi from Sanrio. Let me play it for you.
I got a Glock in my Rari.
You can barely see it. It's like a car edit.
You know the song? You know the song Gangster's Paradise?
Alright, I got a clock in my Rari. Whenever Dad's like, TikTok's evil, and then I show him Vocaloid singing Sanrio character Kart edit about having a Glock in my Rari.
And then he regrets
And then he
not
goes,
stopping
yeah,
after
TikTok
eating.
is evil.
Yeah, I'm glad that this is what we've amounted to as the human race.
My college degree helped me find this.
Do you know the song Gangster's Paradise?
Yeah.
I have one that's a parody sung by the Minecraft door noise.
I love
Oh,
so
now I
much.
gotta pull it up. Oh, gracious.
One kid in my class recently, he's like, look at my tattoos. And he's got like a full sleeve of fake tattoos. And they're all Minecraft. And he tells me about every single one. He's like, this one's Steve.
So
this one's
you're
Steve
telling me
with an
he's
X.
really cool?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You want to meet the Rizzler?
Yeah.
Homie's got
I
8th
like that
grade
you're on the
girls.
tiniest bike
Look how
cross.
tiny I am. Homie's got 8th graders are obsessed with him. They are begging for him when he comes in. They're
Here
like,
we go,
is,
here we go.
is our friend here today? Not Minecraft, though. I don't know. Something about that kind of music just... Elliot, look up Shrek Rave, because it's time for
I'm
you...
not looking up Shrek.
It's time for
I
you
am
to learn
not.
about Shrek Rave.
The government's gonna track me down.
I'm gonna
and
say it like
assassinate
10
me.
times in a row, and your phone will and make you find Shrek Rave. Why does he wiggle his arms like that? That's
This
very
stream's gonna
humble
be the
of you,
reason I go
little man.
off grid.
Oh yeah, we already started this conversation with that.
Shrek Rave.
What is Shrek Rave? What is it on?
I don't know. It's on TikTok, but it's like
It's on TikTok.
just look up Shrek Rave. It's probably it's been a week, so it's probably on Instagram Reels by now.
I hate TikTok.
And I got them all. Oh, I see you took a faster bike this time.
I really.
You took my bike from last time.
It's just
You're
gonna
finally
be.
learning.
I'm not gonna play. It's just gonna be dubstep music.
Yeah, it
'Cause
is.
I'm not on camera.
No, but do it so that you can see. I need you to see Shrek Rave, so you understand what I mean when I say adult skibbity toilet.
What is that in the first place?
Skibbity toilet is like a. It's from Team Fortress 2. It has like a free graphics system, but it's like really low tier graphics. But it lets people like make their own custom animations, kind of. So it's like
That
really
sounds great.
poor animation, but you can make anything you want. And somebody made Skibbity Toilet where they make this song. And it's like skibbity deep beep beep bop beep skibbity deep beep boo yeah. And on that one, then they have this little guy who's sticking his head out of a toilet. And so that's Skibbity Toilet. He's singing the Skibbity
Why?
song with a guy's head in a toilet. But now it's like, it has like 60, because it's so easy to pump out these low tier animations, that there's like
Makes me
60 chapters, And now the toilets are in a war with like the cameramen, and I don't understand.
What is wrong?
But it's so
with
like
us as a
that's
human race?
kids. Whenever dad's like make videos for kids, I'm like I can't
No.
legally without feeling bad that I'm taking advantage of America's youth.
No, don't worry. There are plenty of other people out there to do it. So
I know, and they're making big money. I'm taking advantage of them by having them in my class and teaching them the ways of the world. So they get to
Yeah.
learn from me.
you used to say that, like, you know, how much it like sucks to like want to be a teacher because you like go in with the idea of like, hey, I want to actually like, you know, teach kids.
And then you're spending 90% of the time telling them to stop talking about freaking skipping
And
toilet
then
in class.
you're making like, you know, not enough to live on, and
No, I'm not making any money.
you get no benefits, and it's like, wow, I wonder why no one wants to teach.
Wow.
Besides the fact that like
Did you watch Shrek?
anything
yet?
above of like preschool,
You've shown it to me. I know what it is.
anything like above preschool is like, you know, that once the kids get smart enough that they can like talk back to you and they have no like respect for you, you're just like, cool.
I'm like, dip.
I'm glad I'm doing this with my life.
The funny thing about Shrek Grave is people are like, it's so scary, and it's literally Shrek being like, roar. And he's got like red eyes.
Yeah, that would scare me.
Look how tiny I am. Wahoo!
I just find all the baby versions of these characters very annoying.
Really?
I also
one.
played the Yoshi game, which required you to like, you know,
That's
get them around places and be like, wow, you guys are so annoying.
I played Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story, and I think it's either that one's the one inside. I played the one like the ones that are like kind of like the off-brand Mario and Luigi
Yeah.
games are actually really good. Those are my favorite Mario and Luigi brand games. It was
Okay,
like a
stop
crack in
Whoever's
time or something like that, where you play as
How am I
Big
in
Mario
fifth place already?
and Baby Mario, and then you get to like carry them around.
Stop hitting me,
It's
Koopa
very
Troopa.
cute.
I hate that guy.
And I do like Baby Mario and Baby Luigi from that because you would like when you weren't playing as them, you'd carry them around on your backs as regular Mario and regular Luigi, and they weren't in 3D. It was still in like 2D graphics. So Mario
Yeah,
and
that's a
Luigi
DS
were much
game.
cuter. It was a DS game. I feel like DS era was good for Mario. I know Mario Wonder came out. I don't know if it's actually good or not. I've heard people say they like it, but also is like, is it just a Mario game with new fun graphics, or is it like actually a good game, or is it just like the same Mario game we've had the last like 10 times, but with a different gimmick? Kind of like the Pokemon games are getting to that point where it's the same game over and over again, but the gimmick is slightly different.
Honestly, I would rather have it be the same game over and over again than what they gave us for Scarlet and Violet.
That's true. You guys play the most recent Pokemon game. That game sucks balls, yo.
It's not worth paying $60 for, $50 for, $40 for. I might buy it for $30.
I got it for my birthday from my friend who just sent me money to go get it, and I was like,
played it. She didn't
and then
play
he
it.
played it so I can text them about like, oh yeah, my Pokemon's doing
So she
great.
can pretend
I didn't
that she's
play the
enjoying her
stupid
present.
freaking game.
So I just gave her
I
updates
know.
on my
That
like.
was also the person that was like, you want to get married? And I was like, yes, but like not romantically. And they were like, thoughts? And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
freaking
platonic life
poop.
partner.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we can get married. I just will never touch your wiener ever. And they were like, okay, then maybe we shouldn't get married. And I was like, okay, well, then you really didn't love me. You just loved my boobs. What the
How do I
heck?
get so far back in the order? Like everything just hits me, and all of a sudden I'm
I
just
don't,
like.
I don't know if in this level it's faster if you go on water, if it's faster if you go on the land.
Well, it's not like I'm hitting anything. It's just everyone else is hitting me. Like that Toadette just knocked me off the thing. Like how are they getting so much farther ahead of me? Screw all of you guys.
I don't know, because I'm up against Dry Bowser, I think, and he's beating me up. And I got this so...
How? He's right in front of me.
I got a Glock in my Rari. 17 just in a Nancy mine. You remember that song that was like 1738? You remember that song?
That's
No.
Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap. My man with the one eye. I didn't think you were supposed to... Turns out if you go on those thingies, they are actually faster than you want to go on them. I did not know that. Who keeps freaking hitting me, yo? What the heck? Stop hitting me with things, dog. 1738.
Jeez. How are you consistently in first every time?
The power of the cookie.
I had a cookie too.
Here, I have another one for power. They're Thin Mints. They're good. I put them in the freezer, so they're yummy.
You know why I never play racing games? Because I'm like, I don't get the like mechanics of how to be good at them.
I don't know. I think it's because I don't. If I actually tried and did really, really hard, I think I would lose. But so because I'm so used to playing against kids and I just assume they're gonna win, I'm like, yeah, I'll just do whatever.
That makes me feel worse, actually.
Let's be real. Like when we play against Patrick, the kid I nanny, he freaking beats me up in pretty much everything. So I'm just used to losing all the time. So maybe that's why I'm like, I don't care. I'll just be in whatever spot because if I lose, I
don't
lose, and if
mind
I win,
losing.
win.
I just don't like it when I'm like trying to actively make an effort to learn and you're like, nope, you still suck.
Well, it's kind of hard to make an active effort to learn because there's no like tutorials here. They're like,
And
just
also
try.
the guy behind me keeps hitting me with shells, and that's just
That
annoying.
is really annoying. I will agree. It's kind of like in Smash Bros. They're like, there's a correct way to play. Yo, I was looking at some stuff the other day about like speedrunners, and
Well, you know when
they
like
to
DJ and Chris
speedrun-
used to come over all the time, they would be like, yeah, we want to practice for the Smash Bros. Tournament. I'm like, cool. I just like to play Pikachu because he's cool.
You do like to play Pikachu.
But
I can play like
you know,
3 characters.
I
and win.
appreciate competitive like playing for it, but it's also like you can't play with them casually. You really can't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't play it as just a fun party game. Then it's like if you have any people who know how to play competitively, you cannot play with them as a casual friend. You can just
Yeah,
sit
'cause
there
they
and
beat
watch
you up
them.
and then you just die. Because it's like,
And you just feel bad.
because isn't it like Melee is the one where it's like frame counting? You have to be frame perfect.
Yeah.
It's intense. Well, it's kind of like I see this as when Olivia and I played the My Hero Academia fighting game together. So Smash Bros is effectively a 2-button fighting game, potentially 4-button fighting game, effectively.
Because it only has 2 attacks.
Versus the My Hero Academia one was more like Street Fighter, which is an 8-button combo. So you utilize every button on the controller, including both like triggers and all 4 buttons, and also the control pads and stuff. So, you know, you have to do much more complex combos. You actually have to know the combos of the characters. Versus in Smash Bros, everyone's got a B lock move that will be strong. Everyone's got an A lock move that will be fast. Like, everyone's got a move. As long as you kind of know the moves vaguely, you'll be okay. So when we were playing that, Olivia was playing that, and I was getting really frustrated because she was just murdering me, dog. Just
I do remember watching that, and I was
crushing
just like,
me.
wow, this is actually kind of impressive.
Yeah,
that
she
she's
was really just killing me, dog.
And the thing is half the time when that happens, it's worse when like the person's like, I actually don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm like, and yet you're winning, like Madeline is doing right now.
I'm actually not. I'm in 2nd place. Now I'm in 3rd place.
I
Now I'm in 4th place.
I hate that little Daisy.
They're
The
killing
baby
me on
Daisy,
this one.
she's been this annoying.
I think I've been taking the wrong path, and I don't think I've been cornering effectively. Maybe I've been taking the long path. I don't know if there is like a long path. Oh, nope, she's just hitting me. Ooh, hitting me hard, girlie.
Yeah.
1738. I said, hey, what's up, hello? You walking the floor. Never let it go. And I get high with my baby. I just with my baby, yeah.
And you go from like first to like 4th so fast.
I know.
And you're just like, when did that even happen?
Bro, who freaking knows? Okay, I think I found a shortcut.
Well, I wasn't in 4th
Ow,
this
my
time,
fingers.
so I'll take that. I know.
Crushing
Are
my
you getting
little
little?
tiny...
Are you getting little
No,
dents in
my
your finger?
freaking... Yeah, look, I don't know if you can see my thumb. There's like a
I got
freaking
dents in my
dent
finger
it.
right now. Yeah, look at mine. That's from the R button right there.
You see my thumb? The dent in my thumb from
Because we're pressing down on these little tiny
finger
controllers.
hurts so bad. Owie! Oh, look at Elliot. He looks so interested. Oh my god, I love watching Mario Kart. I love watching my older sister sit here and talk about nothing. Ooh, it's my favorite Tuesday night activity. Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, and he has that voice inside his head too.
That's exactly
Sounds
my
like a
voice,
sassy
actually.
woman.
It's very, very
Ooh, I
accurate.
love it. Is this Rainbow Road?
Pretty accurate.
I guess.
That's pretty freaking accurate.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking accurate.
I hate that one Bowser kid right there that has like the crazy hair.
Bowser Jr.
No, Lenny, I think his name is.
Lenny
Oh, is it
sounds
Lenny?
right.
No, there's one person I feel bad because at my winter guard, there's one person that has like an R lisp. So I feel like I want to talk in my goofy gamer voice, but then I'd feel like I'm bullying her, and I feel really bad.
I actually had this argument with a friend of mine. It's not a lisp, it's a speech impediment.
Is it a speech impediment?
I think the lisp is only applying to S
The F
syllables.
sound?
That would
Oh.
make sense.
Well, then she's got an R speech impediment. Because she'll be like, I'm ready for the exchange whenever you want it.
Stop hitting me with shells.
It's like that. She'd be like, oh, it's really, really hard. And I was like, ooh. I wanna talk like that so bad, but I feel like that'd be bullying. But I don't feel bad because she's also engaged and like getting married, so she's pretty confident in herself and
Yeah, got more going for her than we do.
yeah. By the time you're getting married, I feel like you don't need to be insecure in yourself. Somebody already loves you.
Yep.
So if I want to say willy hard, that's willy freaking hard. Because sometimes when she hands me her flag, I'm her exchange, like I give her something, and sometimes she's like, "Here's your flag," and I'm like, "Thanks," and I'm like, "Ooh, is
Screw you, baby Daisy.
that too?" Oh, it didn't let me roll my thing.
That was baby Daisy. She rammed into me and then threw a blue shell.
Oh, what the heck? That was so mean. Yeah. Is this isn't Rainbow Road? This is just like Celebration Road.
No, there's apparently several versions of Rainbow Road.
Well, this isn't like, I thought the hard one had like, this one has barriers. The hard one I don't think has any barriers.
I don't know.
Wow, I like how he goes, wow, when he gets
I
it.
certainly have no context for this.
I said, hey, what's up, hello?
I really
I
don't
win,
like this.
you lose. Ha 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 ha, you lose.
You suck. Remember this later when you asked for me to get your water that's 5 feet away from you.
That was funny. Before the stream started, I asked her to get my water that's like just right over there.
And I did it anyway, even though I'm sick.
You're a good kid.
Yeah, you really just don't deserve
I
that.
would feel worse if I wasn't just sick for the past 2.5 months.
And I did so many things for you while you were sick. Because I felt bad for you.
You're a good kid. See, look, you beat me for a while.
No, I am. I didn't get first in a single race.
You didn't have the power of the Twinks on your side. You know what it is? It's my tiny red wheels. Look at your wheels and look at my tiny red wheels. There's no way you can succeed against me because look how tiny my little wheels are. They're so small. I'm invincible with my tiny red wheels. That's my secret. I use my tiny red wheels every race. Try to say that 10 times fast. Tiny red wheels every race. Tiny red wheels every race.
Yes, stay with your speech impediment.
Tight. Alright, so I win. Turns out I'm just good at Mario Kart.
Apparently, much better than I am, that's for sure.
I think because you're so good at every games and this game is not skill-based, I think that's why. Because I'm not good at skill-based.
I think this is a skill-based game. I think I just don't possess the driving
and then
skill.
next time we can do online play or wireless play.
No, I think I'd rather just play another game. Which, by the way, we were supposed to
any
talk about that
thoughts
point.
on-
What do we
yeah.
want? What do we want? Because right now we're playing off of Elliot's Switch because he has games that we just don't have that we've never tried before. Honestly, I really did like
Mario Kart.
I really did like the little alien one. That was fun. But like I have no joke, probably at least 800 games available for us to play.
Yeah, she's not.
But there
I
are
don't
like
think 800.
there are a lot of games I would really like to play. Like there's some I've been saving to play on stream. There's some that I want to play on stream purely so I could talk about it for several hours. Like we got a lot of options to play.
Play Minecraft. Minecraft 8-hour long play.
No.
I watch those to go to sleep.
We don't have the skill for that. We'll probably die in like an hour and you're frustrated with it.
Yeah, no. Minecraft is hard. So any thoughts on games?
Or
Let
like
us
at least
know.
maybe not even games in particular, but like types of games. Like I have a butt ton of RPGs. I have a lot of creature collectors. I have a handful of platformers. I have a lot of like
If no one
mystery-ish
says
games.
anything, we're playing Battle Wonderworld again. Just kidding.
We should.
We're playing one game we already played again.
Well, we can play on the PS5 now. It's the
We did
enhanced
a newer
version.
of it.
We did. That was honestly our first successful series as streamers in our old channel. That was the first time we actually got consistent viewership was when we played Battle Wonderworld because we were both so passionate about the
To be
game.
fair, that game is very, very fun. I would
is a-
recommend it. It's a very fun game, easy game.
It's good if you're someone who's not good at platformers, because that's us, and we could beat that game.
Yeah.
And it felt like
and we're cleaning our
there wasn't a
room.
skill wall for once.
And the best part is, soon enough you'll be able to see our room because it'll be clean. But not for another at least week.
No, it won't.
And then you'll be able to guess. Olivia has these little, like, baby beds next to her bed. They're like the foam mattress
Didn't
samples.
you take those out of a store?
She might have stolen them.
Yeah.
It's like where she puts her phone at night, I think. But it's
Yeah,
very
it
funny.
is. No, we can do a room tour at some point.
She was mad when she came home last weekend. She walked in, I was like, look, we put a TV in your room so you can play Animal Crossing from your bed. And she gets in the doorway and she just like bursts into tears. Like,
starts hyperventilating.
she's like hysterical. She's like hyperventilating.
And we're like,
she's
just
freaking out. And I'm
confused,
sitting there, I'm
and
like,
we're scared now.
because normally she breaks into tears quite often. She's a very dramatic person. But normally you can see her kind of winding herself up. For this when she walked in, she was like,
out of
oh,
nowhere.
okay. Goosh. And I was like, oh, what is happening?
I was in the other room and I heard tears. I'm like, wait, are these happy tears or sad tears?
So I
this
thought
is very sudden.
I figured she'd be upset because there was like some cords and stuff. And I was like, we can move
We'll
that.
move them.
She's like, I knew you guys didn't want me to come home. You just wanted to kick me out and you want to move me out of my room and blah, blah. I was like, Olivia.
You slept in our rooms the entire time we were at
I was
college.
like, first of all, when we went to college, you had 2 rooms. It wasn't until we moved back home in 2019 that you finally had to officially move out of our room back into your own.
Yes.
So for 3 years, she had 2 rooms. And then when,
We're just asking for 2 days of the
and
week.
she was like, you just want, I was like, Olivia, if I wanted to move in here, I would. Hey, it's that easy. I simply would. I would simply have my own space. And it'd be cute, and I'd have this cute little room. I was like, this is nice. I give her. She goes, I don't want screens in my room. Be for real. Be so for real right now.
Yeah, I've definitely
She sits in here.
disregarded the time
she's
she's watched
got
the
her
entirety
phone.
of Harry Potter on her laptop 2 inches from her face.
Yeah, and her laptop's like right here. Girl, be for real. But it was very funny coming here, her being like, ah.
And we were the rest of the night. All of us were just like, all right, that.
So that's why if you were wondering last week, you're like, why didn't she stream on Thursday? Because Olivia came home Thursday night and had
we were
her
expecting
full
her home Friday.
conniption, dog.
Yeah.
She really was like, eek, ah.
The
So
intent-
we had to move everything out of this
The
room and
intent
move everything
is
back in for
to
tonight.
stream on Thursday. We just stuff happened.
Yeah.
So we will try. We will try and achieve that this week.
It'll probably be just Evie, maybe.
Yeah, Ellie's gotta show me how to run all the wires and junk.
Because then I might be back there in the booth and Evie would be on the screen.
So you can be the person that's sitting on their phone looking bored, Valentine.
And
Just
then
like you do normally.
It's a Dang, what a read. Roasting me in front of everyone.
You couldn't go this entire stream without looking at TikToks.
That's because they were funny. Just talking about my ruse. But no, also that, and you'll watch me like live slug reaction to reading JJK lore. You'll be like, what? That's crazy. Cool.
So yeah,
Short stream today because Evie's sick and I'm EP.
we're gonna work on getting hopefully a Discord going at some point to at least get some feed in on what games
No
we should play.
promises. No promises.
Well,
For
I'm
now,
still ill, so things are gonna go a little
for now,
slowly.
contact us in the normal way you contact us, whether it's our regular Discord or you live in this house.
Or
if you
you
live in
want
this
to
house and you
chat.
want to talk to us on Discord, sorry, sucks.
We got a chat. We got an email, I think. You know,
I don't know. We have a YouTube channel.
we do have a YouTube
Go
channel.
hate comments on it so we can get some
Hey,
traction.
comments create the algorithm.
Just kidding.
There's something with the algorithm. I
just
hear
kidding.
people say it all the time.
Yee. What if I was like, Olivia, are you watching right now? I have athlete's foot. Rub, rub, rub. Just kidding. I don't. Or do I?
Put your feet on the internet.
Olivia, I'm rubbing my butt on your bed. Just kidding. Look, there's a blanket underneath.
Yeah,
me.
we.
Do you like my little donuts? My
I
blankie?
I just got Stitch jammies today.
Alright, that's us.
Thanks for everyone who stopped by and watched. We appreciate you, peoples.
I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired.
wanna
And
go-
tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. We're gonna have a lot of parties at school, so it's gonna be a long
There
day.
probably will be stories for Thursday, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, we'll see you Thursday. Over and out.
We should get a sign off of some sort.
Close. Turn off screen. Alexa, turn off the screen. No,